It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough, buffing my nails, dog.
Well, they love their football in the East Bay, and the NFL has once again returned to Oakland, California. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Raiders of Oakland. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jones looking to throw it on the first play. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cohen. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing Jones. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. That's again complete to Palmer. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 43-yard line.
Second down in the yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be incomplete.
Anytime a ball thrown in the middle of the field is popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it, no matter what it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Pierce will try to pick it up. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
A gain of 15. And the Texans first down.
Another carry for Pierce. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
The score, Texans 7, Raiders nothing. Zane Gonzalez set to kick
Now
off.
after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jacobs to start the drive, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Jacobs going to try the middle. There he goes, left side. Inside the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. Now before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out, and they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on them. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Certainly no gimme here on the PAT. They're backed up now to a 42-yard extra point try. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Here's Jones, throwing to start the drive. To the right side and caught by Dell. And he'll be out right at the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
A first carry here for Kene Nwangu.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now Jones to throw on 2nd down. And the Raiders have got him. 3rd down and 13. Looking to throw. Jones. And this pass broken up.
And the contact well in time there. And now 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Williams to return. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job. And Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he powers his way up past the 30. These two teams all tied after one.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
trying to run for it with Jacobs.
And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 105 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. He'll get this down to the 48-yard line. The Raiders at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. They have 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And they'll go right back to Pierce. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here's 3rd and 3. Out left to Dotson. And he goes out right around the 39. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Houston. Jahan Dotson, 47 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He'll look to throw. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 26-yard line.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Back to throw. Jones.
That's going to be caught. It's Palmer.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Jones now throwing on first down.
Open man, it's Palmer.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Off play action. Jones. That is caught by Cullen. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Off the play fake. Jones throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cullen. Touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
Raiders 14. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Raiders. Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10.
Looking to throw. Jones.
That is caught by Dell.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Jones on 1st and 10.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Back to throw here. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Will Anderson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking on the midfield logo.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
Running right through it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
99 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
First down, they go right back to Pierce.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's Jones off the play fake.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it, because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now, standing just about on his own goal line. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. First and 10, it's Pierce. Down to the 42, 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
He was brought down by Bill Long. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Now Jones, off play action, escaping the pressure right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect. As it throws incomplete.
First down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. That is caught, and he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Back to throw. Jones.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
To Pierce, they set up the screen.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
So third down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Back to throw again. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Gonzalez's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
38-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 18. Boy, 179 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken a fourth quarter lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it, we've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in the tight one. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that goes for a gain of 31.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Gets this out quickly to Dotson. Here's second down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the Raiders' 42-yard line.
Going right back to Dotson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning to get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. Give left side for Pierce. And he's got it down to the 28. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. Here's a second and 7. They go again with Pierce. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, I guess at the very least they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Here we go, first and goal. They'll run here with Pierce. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Pierce now up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll come up first and 10 here. He's back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here's second down. Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. He has Mayer complete, and they will get the conversion on 4th down to stay alive, but time not an ally. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Back to throw. That is incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Let's go.
Here's 1st and 10. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ready.
On a completed pass, got to get down quickly and call a timeout.
Check smash. Street. Lightning 18. 70 Timberwolves.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
At the 45-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet. He's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Now a first throw here in overtime. And it's complete to Adams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up.
19 tight.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
And this will be taken at the 13. Escapes the defender.
13 yards, the tally on the return there.
And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4.
To throw is Jones.
Gonna get this to Cohen.
A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that can turn into the big play you're looking for.
Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Jones.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more down. And try and pick up another first down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jones.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guy.